Hi, my name's Dave and welcome back to 1 Acre in the Napa Valley, Yountville AVA, for our second episode here, post-installation. On this particular episode, we're going to look at the three different components of post-installation. First one will be what we see here, and I'm standing right behind, is the end post. This is a large wooden stake that ultimately will have wire tied around it and support the wiring structure that will span all the way to the other end of the vineyard. And each end of the vineyard has a post on it, and that's where the wire is attached. Now the second aspect of post-installation is this small one you see right here. This is a pencil stake, or it's just a training stake, a small post in a sense. A plant will be planted here, a vine, and then it will be trained up this. And the wires that come through it will actually have clips that hold it in place. And then the third post aspect of what we're going to be looking at, or the third component, is this one right here. This is the vertical line post. You can see these are about anywhere between 16 and 20 feet apart as they span through the rows. If you look at the vertical line post, this is where the wire that will be supported, that is being supported by the end post, will run through. So each of these areas here, the wire will travel through, and we'll have about 5 levels of wire that go up for the irrigation system, the training wires, and then also the movable wires for the chutes. So, as you can see, we've got quite a bit of this already installed, and what I'd like to show you is how this all went together. So let's go back over the last few weeks and we'll see how each of these came together and how the vineyard came to look like this instead of just being the flat piece of ground you saw last. Well, as you can see, we got all the posts in. Turned out really nice. Nice straight line, and all laid out very nicely on both ends of the vineyard. So we're all set with that. The next thing I'm going to start doing now is laying out these vertical line posts. Actually, I'll just set this one down here. These are where the wire will hook to as we go through the rows. So they'll actually sit just about like this. I'll drive these down about 2 feet into the ground. They're about 8-foot posts, and so if I come down about this neighborhood there, that'll be just about right. The end posts are about 5 feet high or so. So these will be just about a foot higher so the wire can go up. And what I'll do is I'll set these in the ground all the way across, drive those in, and then when we run the wire, you can see in each of, if you can see it up closely enough, each of these are about 6-8 inches apart or so. And then this allows me to move the wire, make the wire movable as the shoots grow through the ear. So what I'll do is I'll put these you can see, like this. I'll just lay them out like that, and there, and I'll actually put it right here. This one we'll put right here, right in line with the row, drive that down like that. There's a tool that we use to pull down on it, and that'll hook them all in the row. So that's going to take me a little while to do all that layout. So once I get all that layout done, we'll kind of fade back in. I'll show you how those actually go on. So see you in a little bit. Hi and welcome back. If you take a look over my shoulder here, you can see that I finished putting in all the, or laying out all the vertical line posts on the ground. So each one of those is set where it's going to go. If you look here too, you can see, like you saw on the last one, that we've got all the end posts already set too. So the next thing that I'm going to do as far as the vineyard layout is concerned is actually start installing all the different vertical line posts. There's a little over 300 of them that I need to put in. The best way really to lay the vineyard out is to work on both sides, lay that out, the lines, make sure they're straight, and then work back toward the center. So I don't know if you can see way in the distance, I've got the last row already installed on that side, and then I've got this row almost completely installed here. If you see, there's when it comes to laying the line posts out and just keeping them straight, that's the main thing now. I've got two lines, one up on top and one on the bottom, that I'm using to keep the post straight. You can probably see them as they go out that way, the vertical line posts, the middle ones. So once I have all those in, then I can span, of course, from this side of the vineyard all the way to the other and keep them all nice and straight. That's the main thing now that I'm trying to do. So let's walk up there a little bit and take a look at how the posts actually go in. An idea, this is the actual post driver. So where you saw me putting the posts in, the end posts in with a machine, of course with the tractor, this is just done manually. So the post just slides in here, and I'll show you how that goes. Then, using my two strings and my mark here, where I've got my plastic knife, I can set these in. My glasses. And then use my little level to make sure it's nice and straight. And that's the process of putting the posts in. So it won't take me too long. I'll be back, and when we come back and show you again how the vineyard's progressing, hopefully you'll see the majority of these in. So see you in a little while. Well, now that you've seen how the end posts are installed and also the vertical line posts, the last component we've got are the pencil posts, the little training stakes that we use. And I'll show you how I put those in. What I do is, to keep it all nice and straight, as you can probably see here, I run strings, of course tied to the wooden end post, and then I also run cross strings so that I can keep these all nice and straight and symmetrical as I go along. The pencil posts, like what I've got in my hand, are pretty easily installed with a hammer. You could use any old kind of hammer, but a sledgehammer often works. I place this so that I know it's a distance to about the center of where the line's going to be. And then I just begin to hammer them, of course, right on down. And if I hit a rock kind of like that, what I do is I have a piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe that I use as a sleeve. And by sliding that over top of it, when I hammer it, it kind of contains the bending of the post. So I can go right on through the rock, and the PVC piece of pipe is as high as I want the post to ultimately wind up. So it's about as easy as that to put in the pencil posts. So I've got a little bit left to do, and then we'll have all the posts installed. have all that done, the next thing we'll do is start running the wire and some of the irrigation. So that'll be in our next episode. So until then, thanks very much for joining me here in the Napa Valley. We'll see you soon.